Usually you don't edit these things, and that's why it's called a podcast, but we're doing that, so this is called the Notcast. Hey everybody, my name is Roman.
And I'm Grayson.
And this is kind of the start to something,
Yeah.
a plan that we've been wanting to do, we felt like we could do, and
For a long time.
it's just something like for fun.
Yeah.
If anything, if this doesn't do anything, if this doesn't go anywhere, it's mainly for fun. But yeah, so we just came here to talk about, so this is the first episode. If you're gonna call it episode.
I guess you could say it.
First episode
in our podcast series.
in the Notcast.
The Notcast.
The
Yeah.
Notcast.
If you will.
Anyways, so this is the first one, so we're gonna, kind of be telling more about it. This is the elephant in the room, all right? I'm just gonna address it. You're here from TikTok for Grayson.
Mostly.
I know this is what you're here for. So we'll talk about kind of both of our lives. I'm on the live stream sometimes, like maybe in a couple of them. But we're gonna just basically talk about our lives. If you have anything to add about this,
Not really. And we have a lot of ideas for this, but this is our first one, so we're gonna take it nice and slow.
Yeah, we have some like future things we could do.
Yeah.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be exciting.
A fun time, and if you're listening to this, thank you. And we can just get started. Thank you. I mean,
how do we get this thing started?
Okay. I guess you can talk about where you're from, where you've been.
So basically, I was born in Victoria, Texas. Y'all are not gonna know where that is. When I moved back to here to McAllen, I met my friend Connor, and all this other stuff. I didn't meet him yet. Like, he comes later in the story. So then, I moved to Jamaica from McAllen. I lived there for 3 years. Then from Jamaica, I went to New York, and then I moved to Virginia, and I moved back down here. And I've been here the past 5 years.
Me, I was born in Chicago, South Side.
Wow.
No, that was real bad. Okay, we're gonna edit that part out.
No, I like that. Keep that. It's just throw it in there.
So I was born in Chicago. That's where my parents met, and I was born. I went to a private school as a little kid. Honestly, I'm from Chicago, but I can never really say like I'm. That's what they call it, Chicagoan.
Yeah,
I'm not really a super
Chicagoan.
Chicagoan because I wasn't there for a long time. Honestly, I lived in the Valley the majority of my life. And I don't know. I met him. This sounds like some kind of some dating thing.
So like relationship.
Okay.
We promise we're not gay. That's we need to get a disclaimer. We are not gay. There's nothing wrong with being.
No,
gay.
we're not putting that in there. We're not putting that in there.
No, that's funny.
Yeah, that's
I like
something.
it.
That's something. It's funny. No, disclaimer: we are not gay. And there's nothing wrong with being gay.
But just we're not. So if
It may seem like it.
If it sounds like it, I'm sorry.
It's not.
We just don't have any word to phrase it. So, I met him in the 8th grade. I thought him as someone else when I turned around to talk to him. I thought it was gonna be someone else, and I said something to him, and it was a funny saying. I'm not gonna say that.
Say it.
Nah, because
He turned around and looked me dead in the eyes. And
I
said,
didn't know.
My
I didn't
ass is grass, and you're the mower. How does one respond to that?
No,
I looked at
okay.
him with amazement.
I thought it was one of my close friends at the time. I was like, that's a funny thing we always used to say to each other.
I don't know how you fucked that up.
Boys' locker room. That's where it started.
Boys.
If you ever seen those things going around. So that's where it kind of started, and it was kind of an awkward. So you didn't know how to respond.
I literally just looked at him, and I was like, "What do you want me to say to that?" And I just looked at him, and I was like, I kind of gave him an awkward chuckle because this big head over here. I had no idea what to say to him.
Anyways, we also had the same birthday.
Yeah,
so I guess that was another thing to
weird
talk
because I came in the locker room. It was like, "Hi birthday, Grayson," blah blah blah. And I heard, "Happy birthday," blah blah blah. I was like, "Who the hell is that?"
No, I was the one who the hell is that?
No,
because I was the one who was there first. He joined our school later on. I was there from 6,
I
7,
heard
8.
you. Okay, but you know what I mean. Whatever.
He was a new kid. No one liked him. I was his only friend.
Okay, shut the hell up. Not even. So now we move on or what?
Dog, you make it so awkward. Like you can't.
If I'm trying to be awkward, I'm just like.
It's not awkward. Leave him alone.
Yeah, I don't think I'm being very awkward.
Should we move on?
I think we should keep this part in right here.
No,
it's funny. That is funny.
Watch, she's not gonna edit this out. Okay, fine.
I think it's funny.
So it started becoming a real friendship. However, whenever
My girlfriend Cheryl, it was crazy.
we're gonna call her Cheryl.
For her own
also,
protection.
Cheryl, if you see this, Cheryl,
hi.
It's nothing.
Nothing against you. This is only good things.
It just happened.
How we met.
It just happened. The story.
So basically, me and my girlfriend Cheryl.
In the 8th grade.
Yes, 8th grade. I just moved there whenever, right? So we went to this dance, right? We have a formal. I'm sure everybody has it. And it was just me and her, and we wanted to get out of there because I fucking hate dancing. And that's all we were doing. I was tired of it. And so we were looking for people to go to IHOP with. And everybody was like, no, I'm going to the after party. In 8th grade, mind you. Blah, blah, blah. And it's just like, oh, let's ask Roman. And I was like, oh, I kind of know that guy. Like, I guess he can go. So I walked over and I was like, hey, do you want to go to IHOP with us? And he's like, okay, yes. Let me call my mom real quick.
Because I wanted to get out of that. I wanted to get out of that dance too because it was 8th grade and it was horrible.
It was terrible. They had so many free snacks though. It was good.
Yeah, but the song's real bad and everything.
Oh god, remember those dancers? Remember those shirtless Mexican dancers?
Okay,
it was terrible.
Why are you saying?
Okay, that's not like that.
You had to emphasize. Do you
shirtless...
see me? Do you see my race? Anyways,
that's not what I meant. You know what I mean?
I was gonna mention the blanket.
The blanket? Why would you say that?
No, okay. Another story for another time.
So basically, it was just weird. It was kind of weird at first, honestly, at IHOP because like, I'm like, obviously it's my girlfriend Cheryl.
That sounds so weird.
And so
her name's not Cheryl.
And it's just like, it was me and Cheryl, and then Roman on the other side, right? And I was like, I don't know. The first thing that I remember, the only thing I remember actually was this. Like, as a joke, okay, we're not unconsidered assholes to like waiters or whatever. We looked at them and we were like, hey, and we snapped at them. But I promise you, it's as a joke. We made sure they could not hear us. So it's just,
I don't know why, but that was one thing that hilarious. I did. We started laughing, and I guess it's
also you do a bunch of accents.
Oh, I do pretty good accents. I'll maybe do them later on.
Yeah, it's not the time nor the place to do this.
I did pretty good accents, so it's. I mean, I like to consider myself a little bit funny, at least.
A little bit. You're the funniest guy I've ever met.
That was real bad. Anyways, I like to consider myself a little bit funny, and so I knew Cheryl because I knew Cheryl at the time. I didn't really know Grayson, so
what did you say like that?
I didn't really know Grayson, and so it was not that awkward for me. And
he's not a very awkward person, unlike me.
And so that day, we kind of became friends. I remember coming to his house the first day. I was on this treadmill. If you can't see it, but it's behind. And
okay, how would they be able to see that?
I'm just saying it was behind there. Just know that it's there.
There's a treadmill over here.
And I remember getting in trouble because of that.
My dad came in and he's like, hey, who's running on the treadmill? And I was like, Roman.
After that day, I was like, oh man, I'm never coming back.
He never got that treadmill has yet to been used since then. It just sits there. It's covered in blankets.
Either way, yeah. So we started becoming really good friends, hanging out over the summer, and we also had like my best friend before Grayson was Connor. You know, he still is. He still is one of my best friends.
Let's point up a picture of Connor. Connor.
So it's Connor, and he also mentioned how we met Connor.
Yeah, I mean, I knew him since preschool. I went to St. Mark's.
Okay, he knew him since. Okay, there's this big debate that we always have.
I have known him for the longest time.
No, I've known him for longer.
I've known him for 17 years.
No, he didn't really like.
He counts as a gap since I left for like 6 years.
Tell him how long you were gone.
I was best friends with Connor from like 0, being born to the age of 5. I left until I think I was 12 or 13. I came back here in 8th grade.
13. Okay, I was friends with him
from that point on.
Through all of since kindergarten, all of elementary, all of middle school, and still high school. I think I'm winning. We had this argument.
17 years.
I've known him several times.
17 years.
You don't get to know someone because you were in that gap. You were in that.
I visited him.
Period.
Okay, there's another time.
He said he liked me better. He said he did.
No, he did not.
We did the test. We did the quiz.
We did the Connor quiz.
We did the Connor quiz.
Shut up.
We did the Connor quiz.
Okay, now we're gonna tell. Oh fuck. Let's talk about how I told you about TikTok. Actually, now I'll tell you how I got into TikTok.
That was my fault.
Honestly, it's because I'll be straight up here. I was on Instagram. It was a time where TikTok was very, very popular, like the most popular it's ever been. Like when it was just like cringy memes and all this other stuff, right? And so I saw this beautiful girl, like the most beautiful girl I've ever seen, and I was like, holy shit! And I was like, dude. Hey, I showed Roman,
dude,
right?
I showed you, like, oh, you saw an Instagram video of it. Yeah. But then I showed you the app, and you're like, you said, I'll never get the app. I was like, just get the app just because you can just kind of just scroll through it.
We're here, we
know.
You
can just kind of scroll through it, and, like, you could just save
So I got it to see more of her, because she's gorgeous. What's it called? So basically, since then, I followed this really pretty girl. Fuck. I followed this really pretty girl on there, right? And then I followed her Instagram because you know how it's connected. I'm pretty sure most of you would know. And I followed her and I added her on Snapchat. And I was like, no, she added me in Snapchat. And so I added her back because I was just like, honestly, it was a 50-50 chance I wouldn't have added her because I didn't know who that was. I was like, I'll just take a chance. I added her back. Her name, I'm not going to mention. I'm going to call her Tanya. So Tanya.
Not that if your name's Cheryl or
Yeah.
Tanya, but it's just really weird
No,
names.
it's just like, they're not their names. And
Yeah.
so then,
Did you say they're nothing names?
they're not our names,
Oh,
not their names.
Okay.
So basically, we started texting. She was really cute and everything. Fuck, dude, my hands.
Stop having like.
Um,
Stop passing out.
So basically, we started texting and I started FaceTiming her. And she was like, she had like, I don't know, maybe 8,000 followers on TikTok. And so she's like, dude, you should totally post one, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, fine. Like, she convinced me. And I wasn't going to say no to this cute girl. So then I did. And honestly, it was like one of the funner things I've ever done.
Oh, that's so disappointing.
And so, but honestly, in my friend group at the time, especially at that time, I could not tell anybody.
Because okay, so he already gets enough stuff
because that's how
at
our friend
school
group works.
because of this. Like our friend group's just like that too. But like everyone in school just like he gives him enough stuff. But that's because he has like a decent amount right now.
Yeah,
but like if he told people back then.
Oh yeah, if I told people, I wasn't gonna tell Roman or anybody unless I got at least 1,000 followers or 2,000 followers or something. And I never thought that was gonna happen. So I thought I was just gonna end up deleting it by myself sooner or later. But then it just like I had one video that blew up, or not blew up. Okay, I got maybe 10,000 likes or whatever, and I was just like, holy shit. And so then I went to Jamaica. I mean, yeah, for spring break.
No, wait, before that, it was. I remember he told me about it because I was the first person. No,
I told you after.
No, it was before Jamaica. I promise you, it was before.
Sure?
Jamaica. Yeah,
I can't remember.
You picked me up before school one day.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I have something to tell you. And I was like, oh, what does he have to say? Because he was pretty
Bad.
sad.
I was like, dude, what is he
his
doing?
head was hanging low and everything. And I was like, okay, what can he be like talking about? And so all these things were going through my mind.
Yeah.
And
As
it ended
one.
up being one of the worst possible cases scenario.
He literally, I cannot stress this enough. He literally looked at me while I was driving, mind you, screamed his lungs out, and I was just like, dude, it's not that big of a deal.
It was a big deal because if you saw the things he posted, no, the
You
things he
can
still post,
see. You can go
things
scroll
he still
down.
post, but like
They have
you
gotten
just
better,
see the
I
things
think.
like we just don't do
Really
that in a
funny
friend
people.
group. Like we kind of do.
Clearly, times have changed. That was the end of February.
Like you can have a TikTok, but just the things he posted, I saw, I was like, oh no, man, we can't let anyone find out. I can't be friends with you if this gets out.
And so then,
that's what I was thinking.
when I went to Jamaica, I probably had maybe 2,000 followers or something. And that's like I never thought that would happen ever. So then, finally, like I got back and I had maybe 4,000 or something. I made another video. Is that the video that made me do really well? When did I post that video? The one that was super dumb. The one you hate.
I don't know.
Was
I think it was.
Grayson, Orange County.
I think it was.
I don't know. Sometime after then. I started off with 2,000 followers. That literally, it's still my most liked video today. It has 80,000 likes. I don't know why. I don't know what happened.
It's gross.
I literally started gaining 1,000 followers a day for the next week or something, and it was just crazy to me. Like, obviously, I told my other friends, and they reacted the same way.
Maybe
it was
even
pretty
worse.
bad.
Like,
yeah.
like it took. Okay, speaking of our friend group, like we should kind of go into our friend group a little bit. So
I wasn't finished with my story.
no one cares about your story. No one cares about it. We'll go into our friend. The moral of the story is we picked on it for a long time, and
it
we
has
still
not
do.
stopped.
Kind of going on in our friend group. We'll kind of list, and if people watch this from school, if we left you out, it's
This is
not,
our main friend group.
Not even like it's just like maybe we slipped our mind or something. So,
We should mention FaZe Clan.
we say FaZe Clan, but we're
FaZe
not.
Clan. Listen,
It was a joke.
It's
It was a joke.
That's a joke. That's an explanation for another day.
Yeah, but anyways, so we're gonna start off with Connor because we already mentioned
Connor,
him.
yeah.
Connor, Mark.
A-Rod or Alex.
We call him
We
Alex.
call him A-Rod.
Also, I'm sorry if you're seeing this and like we call out all your names and you're being associated with us. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
We're just
I'm sorry.
We need topics.
Ed Castillo. No,
Ed Castillo.
And,
Ed Castillo. If you're watching,
Ecast14 is his Instagram. Please go
Ecast14.
spam him.
please go spam him. Give him likes on Instagram, guys.
And who else?
So desperate.
Who else?
I'm joking, Ed. That was a joke.
Mark, Mark, Connor, Ed,
A-Rod.
Anyway, okay, so
And
that's
then-
all of us.
So that's kind of the guys.
That's our
And
guys.
we kind of introduced
Obviously,
two
we
more.
have-
We have one more, our editor, who's here, but she's
right here,
not
right behind the
here.
camera. You will see her in a future episode. But until for then, fuck, I stuttered.
Until then, she's
gonna
somewhere
be
here. She's
our
helping
helping
us
hand.
out. She's a big help.
She
right
got
now.
us into this basically.
Hi.
Wow,
I don't
there she
know
is.
if
That
you
was
can
her.
hear that.
You're gonna
If
hear
you
that
can.
ugly little noise. That's Carla.
Carla and Gianna. So, and Hasive.
Yeah,
You're right.
it
Oh,
is.
slip my mind. That's what I'm saying. Slip my mind. Hasive too.
Those three. Don't feel bad if we leave you out.
It's not that you're not your friends or anything. It's
this
just
is
that
us.
those are kind of the three that we kind of got to bond with. I remember meeting. We'll do our little sides of how we met each one of them. Kidding, that'd be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Connor.
We don't need to do Connor. Just do the girls.
No, elementary because.
Be
fine.
quick though.
Fine. Elementary, Connor. I had no friends. He had no friends. I remember I said some dumb stuff to him. And I was like, "Let's be friends," and he said, "Okay, fine, we'll be friends." And
I wish
so,
you guys. I can't wait. Fuck! I can't wait to put the picture.
Connor. So we were friends. Ed. Ed was in middle school. Ed was in middle school. But I really got to like hang out with him freshman year. I honestly don't remember too much.
I remember why. The reason why I hung out with him. His girlfriend recently broke up with him, and he didn't want to be at home, and I was just like, "Hey, dude, you can come over here." He ended up. I didn't say who or anything. He literally ended up spending an entire day, a full 24 hours with me, and I just got super close to him.
What you call it?
Mark is just a part of that friend group.
Yeah,
like,
Mark I've known since like middle.
Yeah.
Mark I've known since elementary, but I really got to be like good friends with him in high school.
Yeah.
A-Rod I known him since elementary, but really got to be good
Middle
friends with him in middle school.
That's it, right?
That's it.
Connor, you, me.
I already just explained Grayson in depth, and then Carla, I wanted.
That's an interesting.
I
Story.
wanted answers from because she had answers to something.
Because she was smart last year.
She was smart last year. I don't know.
Not
What
so
happened.
much
I don't know what happened this year. She's giving us like a death stare right now. So Carla. Also, I'm sorry if the desk creaks.
Yeah,
look at our
just deal
production
with it.
setup. Like
This
is
took us about
like
25
this
minutes
is
to
number
make.
one. So it's like we're still getting things figured out. But I think
Things
it's
will be
okay.
changing.
It's
for
okay.
the better.
It will. So Carla, she had answers to something, and I really wanted the answers. So I was like, I added her on Snapchat or something. I was like, hey, you seem pretty cool. We started talking just for a little bit. I was like, also, did you finish the history? And so she did, and so she gave me the answer for that. If anyone's watching this, I didn't actually get the answers from Carla. I did it on my own. I studied.
Yeah.
But
For
so that
colleges.
happened, and then she invited us to a party. Her party.
Can I tell my side? Mine basically just piggybacking off Roman. Like, I was really close friends with her boyfriend at the time. His name would be Slago.
Slago. Her boyfriend Slago.
Slago, okay.
No, you weren't.
Yes, I was. Slago was really close because of basketball.
Oh, Slago.
Yes.
Slago. I thought
Wrong.
you were talking about Mexico.
Mexico.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yes.
right?
So Slago, I was really close friends with him, and obviously, like, he would tell me all this stuff. How she's so dirty and smelly. I'm joking.
She's so smelly and gross and don't want
I'm
to.
joking. I'm joking.
She was
So
cool.
basically, he got invited to the party, and I saw that Roman was getting invited, and I was like, "Hey, I wish I could get invited." Sort of not as a joke,
She
but sort
pity
of
invited
playing
him.
it off as a joke.
She pity invited him.
And she was like, "Okay, Slago, just invite him. Like, I don't care." And I ended up driving everybody around. Like, remember?
She's so flustered about this.
I drive like 6 people in my car from like the bowling, the skating alley.
Which, if you don't know, the
all
skating
the
alley
way.
is so far because like the one closed down.
super far.
So this one's super far.
I drive everybody in my full car. Oh my god. And so
It was actually pretty fun though, because after that
the
we
party
went to
was really
go
fun.
bonfire, and that was really fun. So that's how we really got close to Carla. And sophomore year, same thing with Hasive.
yeah, I had a class with her.
Yeah, same thing with Hasive. We had a class with her. I don't know why I paused. I think
You didn't have a class with her, did you?
No, but I knew her through. So I used to like kind of play tennis with them a little bit because it was fun.
It was just weird.
It was not like something I did, but I was just like
You're
for
a tennis
fun after
player.
school, and so I hung out with
Nothing
them.
against tennis
Got
players.
really close. Gianna. So Gianna is a funny story because I known Gianna since elementary. She went to Bettis for like 4th grade, so I knew Gianna for a while, but I didn't really get to like talk to her because she's super quiet. One thing you need to know about
She's the
G,
quietest
she's
person I've
so
ever seen
quiet.
in my life.
But she's cool. So in order to go to IHOP that day,
Yeah.
I was a pretty big loser
gonna-
now that
I
I
was
think
waiting
about
for
eighth
you.
grade. In eighth grade, in order to go to IHOP that day, I had to take a picture with the girl. I don't know why my mom made me do this.
His mom's like
such
this.
a loser. I had to go take a picture with the girl, and so I was going around, looking around, and I saw Gianna there, and she was quiet, and I knew she wouldn't say no.
That sounds bad.
That was basically like
I knew she wouldn't say no.
that's a picture. Anyways, so I said, "Hey, Gianna, do you want to take a picture?" And of course, all of her friends were like, "Oh, but it's fine." And so she said, "Yeah, sure." And so we took a picture that day. We still have it. You know what? Picture of me and Gianna, our formal, 8th grade. This is how we looked. And so, yeah, it was an embarrassing photo.
Yeah, it was pretty funny though. I have the picture. It's great.
So, high school came around, and I don't know. We just got to kind of know each other.
Basically,
I think I texted her for answers too again. That's a lot of my friendships start.
Yeah.
And then I started hanging out. I got really close
It's
to
because
Gianna.
last summer was what it was. Because we needed someone to hang out with.
Oh no, you
needed.
fiended off me too. Again with Gianna.
Oh yeah, I piggybacked off him.
That's how we got to know
So
Gianna.
basically, like, we were just bored, right? And we're like, oh, we kind of know Gianna. Not kind of know, but like we know Gianna. It's
We
like,
know Gianna.
why not just invite her over? So we invited her over. Oh, blah. It was fun. Like it was fun, even though she just sat there quiet. We're much closer to her now.
Yeah, so she's
That's how that started, basically.
so those are basically the friend groups.
We got that.
Yeah, that was basically all of it. And if we miss anyone out, like I said
Sorry.
before, it's not like anything personal. It's just
Yeah,
we
no.
kind of forgot or something. We can talk more about how you
So,
get some stuff at school for your TikToks.
oh no, yeah. So ever since, I've been telling you when I like got big or whatever. Not big. Okay, wait. Let me rephrase that. Like when I got a following, right? I was telling my friends one by one just so I could like calm their reactions and make sure like that doesn't seem like, oh, it's a big fucking deal or whatever, right? And so I went one by one, told all the phase guys. I told Gianna, Carla, Masive, and I told my other friend, Ethan, which is Ethan. If you're watching this, you're a dumbass. All right. Okay, that's not mean, but basically, I told him, right.
Can we get in
'Cause-
trouble for calling this phase? I don't know if we can. I don't
No.
really know the logistics on
We spelled it different.
that. Okay. Phase.
Basically,
Phase.
hey, phase up. Wait,
Phase
ass
up.
down, phase up, baby.
Phase
We can't
up.
use that sign. Carla, if you see this, block that out for us. When I do this, block it out. Little blur. That may be too much for you. She's right there. It's funny. So basically, I told him, right, and he just looked at me. He's like, "Shut up!" And so I showed him, and he was like, "Oh my god, guys, Grayson has a TikTok," and I was like, "Oh, shut the hell up." He's like, "Let's go watch his most watched video," and I was like, "No, dude, my entire English class came up to me, like, go on, Grayson, play it." Which that was terrible, and I was like, I had to give it to him. I walked away. Like, I just couldn't watch it. Like, it was terrible.
And it's
It's not that I'm embarrassed of my content. It's just
No, he's embarrassed of his
no,
content.
I'm not. Why would I make
I'm
it if I was
embarrassed.
embarrassed?
I'm
He's
embarrassed.
embarrassed for me.
I'm
My
embarrassed for
embarrassment goes to him. So basically, I'm not embarrassed to watch it. It's just like I don't know. I guess watching myself. And so basically, and it just the rumor just spread. Now everybody was talking about it. People walk up to me still to this day and say, people I know, not very well though. They're like, Grayson, TikTok famous. I'm like, yeah, thanks, dude. And it's just like there's no real way I can stop that. I don't want to say, hey, don't watch my videos or something. It seems like, I don't know, like I'm embarrassed, which I am not. But basically, I get shit for my TikToks nonstop. It's worth it. Like it's granted though. Like
It kind of is, just because that's how our kind of school works. And
I mean, it's all in good fun. Like
did you say it's all in good
Yeah.
fun? Cheerio! It's all in good
Cheerio,
fun.
come on, bro.
It's all in good fun, bro. A little bit of my accents there. So he does get that at school, but I gotta have to give him some credit because most people I know would have just given up after that. But I guess he just does not stop.
This is so
or does-
fun.
or
I
does
can't.
not-
This is so fun.
He just does not stop. He does not quit. So I mean, I gotta.
I care about you guys. Unlike this guy right here, money grubbing.
It's not. Wow, really? That's not gonna be.
Shush.
That's not gonna be paid.
I literally paid for this. I paid for this mic for you guys.
You hear that? Throwing it in my face. Anyways.
Shut up.
Anyways.
All Let's talk about some recent events at school.
Recent events. Oh,
Yes.
recent events at school.
Okay, so we have these friends. Should we name them?
Yeah, I mean,
Vincent and Eddie. Shout
they
out to
already
you
got
guys.
in trouble for it.
They got in trouble.
Vincent, Eddie, shout out to you guys. They'll definitely be guests later
Yes. I talked about it with her already. And also, Vincent, I know you're watching this because you subscribed to me. But basically, it was It was Monday, right?
Yeah, it was Monday.
It was Monday. It was Monday morning.
Yeah.
I just had basketball, right?
No, wait, I'll tell him my side first because he told me first because it was right in the morning.
Okay.
So he told me right in the morning. Okay, basically we should tell them first what happens because they're kind of confused.
Yeah. Okay.
So Vincent and Eddie on the school computers type out this thing, and they basically type out a form that looks like from the school.
Just look, it's so official. I wish I could show you. Well, we can.
We can.
Right
There it
here.
is, right there. Okay.
That's what it looks like.
You can pause it if you want to read that. It's basically a penis inspection.
It's a fake one.
It's a fake one, and it made it look pretty realistic.
Very realistic.
And they were hanging it all around. So before that, he came up to me in the morning. He showed me the paper, and as I read it, I knew this is gonna be like they're gonna get in trouble for it, like more so. But it was one of the funniest things I've ever read in my life.
That's hilarious. NPC right there.
I really do not like his
Stop.
dog.
Stop saying that. My
I'm
dog is
joking.
loved.
I'm joking, Miss Calendar. If you see this, Mr. Calendar,
My dog is
I
loved.
sort of, I tolerate her now. She has human eyes. She has huge, like,
That is-
buggy
yeah, I'll give
human
you that.
eyes, and it's like creeping me out sometimes. She was barking at the door. It's fine, you know.
Oh, we're talking about the penis thing.
Yeah, out of context.
Yeah, okay. So basically, I got back from basketball because I have basketball as a period for the first period. So I came in the classroom, my English class, with this kid, Vincent. And he's like, hey, Grayson, have you seen any weird signs up? I'm like, no, not really because I haven't been anywhere but the gym or anything. So I'm like, why? He's like, I don't know. I was going to the bathroom and I saw some of these weird signs about some penis inspection. I was like, dude, that sounds pretty funny. Like, I wonder who did that. He was like, yeah, me too. It's crazy. And then midway through the period, we were going over essays or something. And so he came in, some administrator came in, and I was like, oh shit, who's that for? He's like, do you have Vincent Salazar and Eduardo Suarez? And I was like, and then Draven, our friend Draven, he was like, do you know what that's for? I'm like, what? He's like, they're the penis guys. I was like, shut the hell up.
I remember he showed me in that morning, and I went to art class third period. Don't ask why I'm in art class. I just am. So I went to art class with him in third period, and the minute he wasn't there in his seat, I knew he got picked up already. I already knew he got suspended.
Gone for 4 days. They missed
Gone
the
for 4
state
days.
test.
Gone for 4 days. But I'm not gonna lie,
It
one
was
of the
the
funniest
funniest things ever. I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah. Yeah, and that kind of happened, and it was
It
pretty crazy ride.
It was hilarious.
It was hilarious, though. So it's kind of getting close to the end. So we'll kind of just talk.
We're
about
going to talk about our plans for this. We have some big plans for this channel.
Like that.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically, we're going to try to upload during the summer, which is in, I don't know, 2 weeks for us, 3 weeks for us. We're going to try to upload once or twice a week, once minimum.
We're gonna do like other things besides this.
We're going to do
sort of
commentary
style.
videos and whatever the hell we want. Like, it's just going to be whatever.
So we'll do other things besides this because this was gonna take like longer to edit, to record.
We're going to try to do at least one podcast a week or at least one video.
Notcast.
I'm sorry. Trademark.
Trademark.
So basically, I don't know. I'm really
we have
excited
like
for
different
this.
segments. We want to get some, some.
We just want to get this first one out so you could get to know us.
Yeah, so like our first ones as guests. We'll probably have Carla up
We have
here.
Carla, our
That'd be
editor.
pretty funny.
Carla, Connor, Vincent, and Eddie, obviously.
We have this one friend Carlos who's gonna be fun to
Carlos.
join.
I love Carlos.
It's gonna be-
A bunch of segments.
With Carlos.
Ooh.
We have this one idea where we do. It's gonna be called All Liar Way, and the reason it's called that way
background.
is
We'll give it that.
no, it's because it's Carlos basically said it
Yeah.
one time in that accent, and it was pretty
It was
funny.
pretty funny.
And so we're doing a segment where like if we give like
We'll take turns.
3 quotes.
3 quotes, and we have to choose what Carlos actually said.
Yeah, and the other 2 are false. It's like 2 truths.
And it's gonna be a very funny picture of Carlos.
And then let's see, Yeehaw Khan, where we basically just do a wheel, and Connor has to do one of the dares on the wheel. He hasn't agreed to this yet,
But we will.
But you will,
Connor, we
You
will
will.
get you to do this.
And lastly, if you guys have been watching for this long, thank you so much.
Thank you
We
so much.
appreciate it. I mean, this is our first one, but I feel like
we did.
it's gonna be
okay.
fun. I think we did okay. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun journey, and thanks for tuning in.
Yeah.
Bye.
See ya.
What are you still doing here?
Get
Get out!
Get the hell out of here!
Get out!